Better Call Saul Season 6 Episode 6 Theories and Predictions Explained, the penultimate episode before the mid-season finale. The next episode looks like it's going to be interesting for sure. It looks like it's going to be something that's exciting and contain many elements that drives the plot forward at more of a rapid pace. So let's jump in. Here is Better Call Saul Season 6 Episode 6 Theories and Predictions Explained. The preview opened up with photos of both Jimmy and Kim together. Following the end of episode 4, it could either be Mike's PI that he's got following Kim, or Howard's PI that he's got following Jimmy. I would be inclined to say that it's probably something to do with Howard, due to the fact that Mike informed Kim that he only has them following them in case Lalo gets in contact. And this doesn't really appear to have anything to do with that. We witnessed Caldera, who's also known as the Vet, make a return, which was refreshing and exciting to see. Alongside being a vet, he provides medical treatment to those who want to avoid being suspected by the police. We saw Jimmy and Kim going to see him, and Jimmy had a torch being shone in his eye. It didn't look like he had any physical damage or harm to him, judging by the way that he looked. I think they're going to be focusing on getting an exaggerated record of assault due to the fight with Howard, and it will contribute to the takedown plan, as there was a note with an eye drawn out on their board that they tick off every step of the way. So this could definitely be part of the plan. As well as this, we saw Kim and Jimmy crossing off other parts of their board, which looks like it's their plan to take down Howard Hamlin. We saw them ticking off a note that had T-1, which to me alludes to the fact that it's one day until their plan comes to fruition, but I also think it means one more episode, which would then mark the mid-season finale. The sticky note on the board after T-1 was titled D-Day, with an explosion underneath, which is alluding to the operation taking place and the final piece of their plan coming to the forefront. I think that symbolizes that the mid-season finale is going to be explosive. We also saw Francesca with what looks like her first piece of involvement back in Jimmy's presence. She was being made to make a phone call and Jimmy was stood there making out for her to put on a smile, which makes it seem like it's going to be somebody that she doesn't really want to speak to. It's definitely something to do with the Howard Hamlin takedown due to the fact that on the board as well, in the T-1 day section, which referred to this episode, there was a drawing of a phone there. So I think there is definitely a connection between both of those clips. We saw Kim representing a client in the courtroom, and Cliff Maine's assistant appeared to be there. We saw Cliff Maine also sat there as the voiceover read, "How did you leave things with Howard Hamlin?" There was an air freshener from that scene that had the Albuquerque isotopes on it. We've seen this before in the show, and it was when Gene got into a taxi with Jeff. We saw the puzzled look on Cliff's face when it was shown, so it could be alluding to a potential connection between Cliff and Jeff. But it must have to mean something due to the fact that it's so specific and was deliberately included in the preview. There was also a point in the trailer where we saw the card and phone number for the best quality vacuum service. This was referencing the store and service that we know from Breaking Bad and also Better Call Saul. It essentially provides extractions, which means that it will allow you to lose your old life and give you a new identity. The actor who played Ed, who heads up this service, Robert Forster, passed away in 2019. But there could either be somebody else who they speak to, or a small appearance of something relating to the possible idea of a new identity. There could be multiple cases for multiple people needing to seek a new life, due to the events in this season. But some of the more plausible theories could potentially be Nacho's father. We know that Nacho's dying wish was for his father to be kept safe, and this could be one theory that could be out there, but I'm not placing my bets on it. A lot of things are pointing to it being Kim, who could potentially make the call. This is a lever that the show does tend to use sometimes, but it could just merely be an option on the cards that gets presented but not actually used, like we saw with Jesse. So it will definitely keep us on the edge of our seats until the episode airs. In the trailer, there was also a clip of Gus saying, "I'm right here," with a quick cut to Lalo exploring. However, I think they've been put together to make it out like they're going to be meeting in this episode. I think it's too soon for their paths to cross. Judging by the end of episode 5, there's no real immediate connection that would bring them two together so quick. I think it would need to be in the mid-season finale for there to be a strong impact for this scene. In the final section of the trailer, we also heard Jimmy and Kim toast saying "Here's to tomorrow," which shows that the mid-season finale will definitely be the explosive episode that it promises, and I think focus on the main takedown of Howard and Lalo returning. What do you think episode 6 will be like? Leave a comment down below. And don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time.